back everyone. Let us see today an important and an interesting topic of medulloblastoma and its radiogenomics. So I have taken these reference articles and with classic images to understand the concept of radiogenomics in cases of medulloblastoma. So what is radiogenomics? It is an evolving modality nowadays. It's nothing but a relationship between the imaging features and genetic or molecular factors. So in relation to medulloblastoma, today we shall see all the classic imaging features. How does it correlate with the molecular or genetic subtypes? So medulloblastomas are of four classification, that is the wingless type, sonic hedgehog, that is SHH, group 3 and group 4 types. So let us see how this can be related to a genetic or molecular subgroups. So these are the all four are the cases of medulloblastoma. So how to differentiate the imaging features and how to fit them into a molecular subtype? Let us see. So this is the case of medulloblastoma with wingless type. You can see the classic location towards the cerebellar hemisphere, heterogeneous enhancement on contrast, and you can see mineralization or hemorrhagic foci on the gradient image. And the reporting of radiogenomics includes the four layered pattern, that is the layer 1, layer 2, layer 3 and layer 4. So it includes all the subclassification and types of medulloblastoma in the entire report. Similar case, WNT type of medulloblastoma, you can see the intense enhancement of the lesion, location which is classic in the cerebellar hemisphere towards the CP angle extending into midline. You can see again in the sagittal and coronal images. So this is a classic type of WNT medulloblastoma. Coming to sonic hedgehog, you can see here a huge lesion. On T2 you can see the intratumoral cyst, lot of heterogeneity and diffusion restriction, and you can see heterogeneous enhancement as well. So location is mainly important in sonic hedgehog. It's located away in the cerebellar hemisphere, within the cerebellar hemisphere, but not close to the CP angle system. And similar case, again this is the classic location. You can see it's located in the cerebellar hemisphere and far away from the CP angle. You can see the enhancement, you can see the heterogeneous enhancement and intratumoral cysts. All these are features of SHH type of medulloblastoma. Coming to group 3 medulloblastomas. Group 3 and group 4 are always midline, and there are few minor differentiating features among these two. So let us see group 3. It can show high diffusion restriction, and you can see the macrocyst within the lesion, midline towards the fourth ventricle, and you can see heterogeneous enhancement, intense heterogeneous enhancement, which is again a differentiating feature, and you can see the drop metastasis. So again it includes a 4-layered reporting for the group 3 medulloblastoma. So again the similar group 3 medulloblastoma with a classic example, you can see again a midline lesion, intense enhancement, intratumoral cyst and drop metastasis. All these go in favor of group 3 medulloblastoma. Coming to group 4, see if you see now the difference between group 3 and group 4, both of them are located in the midline. You can see the enhancement is very minimal or faint, or it might be absent as well. So these are the imaging features which help in differentiating group 3 from group 4. And again coming to the layered reporting, this comes under these genes involved in the layer 4 and layer 3 WHO grading, and layer 2 type of medulloblastoma, and layer 1 includes everything. So this is again a classic case of again group 4. You can see the classic location, midline having faint enhancement, midline causing obstructive hydrocephalus as well. So this is a classic group 4 medulloblastoma. And coming to an important point of medulloblastoma metastasis is the primary tumor can go to the blood vessel as well as into the CSF, leading to metastasis to the spine. So coming to the radiogenomics, which I have shown the first image showing 4 different types. Now you will be able to differentiate which one is WNT type, SHH type, group 3 and group 4. These are the illustrations. I thank Dr. Abhishek for excellent illustrations of this radiogenomics. You can see in wingless type, which is located towards the CP angle. It is the sonic hedgehog type, confined to cerebellar hemisphere. Group 3 and group 4 midline towards the fourth ventricle. And group 3 and group 4 can be differentiated with the help of enhancement. You can see the faint enhancement in group 4 and heterogeneous enhancement in group 3. So let us see a few important points related to the medulloblastoma and its subtypes. Location, which I've already mentioned, location plays a major role, first point. And one important point is sonic hedgehog. It is superiorly located, and most of the times it might be reaching or abutting the tentorium. This point has to be kept in mind. And group 4, inferior in location with dilatation of superior recess of fourth ventricle. These two are few important features which help in fitting into particular molecular subtype. And coming to intratumoral hemorrhage, you can see intratumoral hemorrhage in cases of WNT type, but not in other cases. And coming to edema, you can see significant peritumoral edema in cases of SHH type of medulloblastoma. And coming to metastasis, highest incidence of metastasis is with group 3, which I have shown the cases of with spine drop metastasis, and moderate incidence of metastasis in group 4. So metastasis incidence is common with group 3 and group 4 type of medulloblastoma. So again, the same thing which in another tabular column, you can see the metastasis is very common in group 3 and group 4, and prognosis is poor in case of group 3 and intermediate prognosis in case of group 4 medulloblastomas. Thank you all. Kindly go through these review articles, and this one excellent poster presentation was done in ESR, which describes the medulloblastoma in detail at the genetic level. Thank you all.